Hello, hello. Happy Author Celebration Day to all of the incredible authors of Her Path to Entrepreneurship. My name is Hannah Olivas, and I am here today with She Rises Studios and the contributing authors of the book, Her Path to Entrepreneurship. Today we are celebrating our milestones because we became national and international bestsellers. And I'm going to share where and what. And I'm also going to give these beautiful women some time to share who they are, what they do, and a little bit about their path to entrepreneurship. So I'm going to ping pong it over to Erica Elliott to kind of kick us off, and then once we're in the midst of things and we have more viewers watching and supporting, I'll share our stats and categories and all that good stuff.
Great. Thank you so much, Hannah, for having us. We love She Rises Studios. They've been so wonderful. And so we'll just start off with going around the room and we'll just go to the next person. Andrea, would you just share a little bit about yourself and why you chose to write in this book?
Hi, Andrea here, and I am a business implementation and financial accountability coach for Christian women entrepreneurs to help them to get over the money is a sin myth. And the reason I got involved in writing this book was I felt like God was just leading me to let people know my story and how I got started. Because simply a lot of people feel that you have to have a whole lot of money to get started, and I didn't. And I wanted to show them how they can get started without having a whole lot of money and just having faith and God on your side.
I love that so much. Thank you for sharing. How about you, Ariana? Am I saying that right?
Ardina, hello.
Oh, so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Ardina. I'm the founder and owner of Calorie Counseling PLLC. I'm a therapist and I live here in Los Angeles, California, but I'm licensed in Texas and California. I've been a therapist for about 15 years. I primarily see adults now, but I used to see children, and I've worked in a lot of different settings: jails, nonprofit centers, private practice now, etc. And part of the reason that I wanted to be a part of this project is because the title of my chapter is First Generation Everything, and so and so that has definitely been an uphill climb and battle. But I want people to understand that just because you're first generation, it doesn't mean that it's impossible for you to achieve and attain a different life for you, and that even if there's fear, even if there's doubt, even when you're tired, you are capable and you are phenomenal and you can achieve the things that you set out to do. And I wanted to contribute just my thoughts and feelings about, not just looking at the benefits of it, but the reality of being an entrepreneur and how much of a challenge it can be. So while it is a challenge, it is doable. And I just wanted to contribute to that, especially for women, because it some of us have been raised where um we're to lead a conventional life, like you have a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with that, but for some of us that may not have always been the plan for our lives. And so just kind of jumping in and taking risks and being confident in taking that risk.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Maureen, how about you?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies. Thank you, Hannah, for sponsoring us as published authors. It's just a great honor to be here today with you, ladies. My name is Maureen Byers. I am a interstate designated real estate broker, entrepreneur for half a century, and I specialize in commercial investment real estate in 6 states. And I have been residing in North Coastal San Diego County. And I wrote this chapter because I want to share networking, which I believe in entrepreneurship, which is the foundation of my chapter, which is unlock your real estate potential with expert guidance. So I'm all about growth and inviting women to collaborate together, to work together, to invest in their own lives, believe in themselves, be an entrepreneur, and own ownership and invest.
I love that. Thank you so much. So we've had persons who, Andrea, who's let us know that like she did this because you don't have to have money to be an entrepreneur. I love that so much. And Ardina said, you don't have to have had a family background in it. You could be a first generation. And Maureen saying, let's get out there and network and empower one another. And I'm just going to share a little bit about mine. I'm Erica Elliott. I own Warrior Heart Healing Hearts. I help people clear up the mess to discover their masterpiece. And I wrote in this particular anthology about my leap of faith into writing. It was a new entrepreneurship side, and I wanted to share with people. Sometimes you have a fear of doing something that's different than other areas. And I'm just grateful and thankful that there's people like Hannah out here who can help guide us in those directions. And so I'm going to move it back to Hannah and let Hannah share about herself.
Thank you. I created this book from a couple of different spaces. One, I really wanted to have women write in this book who were willing to get to the root of what entrepreneurship looks like without like making it seem like it's easy, that it's glamorous. I really wanted women to show the transparency of entrepreneurship. And so I share a lot about that in my personal journey of entrepreneurship. And my goal for this book is to encourage women to, if they want to become entrepreneurs, they have this burning desire in their heart and they know that this is what they want, but they don't know where to start. They don't know what to expect. And also, I like Andrea's point about the faith side. I am very much in alignment with having faith and needing an insane amount of guidance through entrepreneurship. I wholeheartedly believe that God has been many steps ahead of me in all of my journeys through She Rises Studios. And so I believe that that's a part of my path of entrepreneurship. So I just wanted to give the reader or the future business owner or the current one just the idea of what to expect, and not give them any false expectations either of perfection or those things. So that's kind of my background on it, and why I wanted to have this book be published and the type of women that we wanted, which are you in this book. And I think that it's a really solid book for a woman in the beginning stages, middle, or even the exit stages of entrepreneurship, because there are exit stages too. So that's a little bit about me. So, and why I chose to write it. And I'm so excited because the book has done really well. I'm not shocked at all. I'm never surprised about us hitting bestseller, international bestseller, because I know that what we're putting out there is impactful. And that's how the accolades are not really what matters. What it tells me is that people are reading it. That's more what it tells me. So we just had Susan join us. She's also one of the contributing authors. And Susan, thank you for joining us. So the question was, what we were doing around the room is just kind of sharing why we chose to write in this book and a little bit about ourselves. So if you want to share.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me. I am an autism coach and advocate. I am so happy and thrilled to be a part of this anthology. I wanted to reach out and be a part of it just because I'm fairly new to entrepreneurship, comparatively so. And it's one of those things where you think, gosh, I can't do that because I'm not, this or that, and I don't have all these computer skills, and I don't know anything about marketing. But everybody's path is so different. Yours doesn't have to look like mine. Mine doesn't have to look like yours. We all have our own path to follow. And I just wanted to share my journey so that maybe somebody else out there who's been thinking about this, or, wanting to pursue their own entrepreneurial dreams and aspirations, can say, you know what? Hey, if she can do it, I can do it, because she's got the similar situation to what I do, and just put it out there and try and encourage other women to follow their dreams.
Oh, thank you. And it kind of just confirms what I said. Susan saying she's just stepping into entrepreneurship. So the reader is literally getting like from the beginning to the exit throughout the book, and really also being exposed to a great group of women. So here's what I do know about today's celebration. We hit national and international bestseller for this book. I know that this occurred in the first 48 hours of the book release. And so we hit bestseller in USA in 6 categories. And the categories are bestseller in Kindle Store, bestseller in Women and Business in Kindle Store, bestseller in Women and Business Books. We also hit bestseller in Success eBooks. And before I go forward, someone's typing. Can you mute yourselves, ladies, so that our audience doesn't hear little fingers tapping? We also hit number 34 in new release in Women and Business, which is huge. We did also hit number 66 in new release in Women in Business. So what that means is the first time we hit 34. We continued to stay within the first 100. We're now number 66. So what that means to anyone watching currently who's going to watch the replay, or whoever shares this, we can get back up to the higher, let's get number 1. We also hit international bestseller status in 8 categories in the United Kingdom, in Kindle Store, Success ebook, Business and Investing, which is a huge one. Also bestseller in Self-Help, number 5 in Hot New Release and Success ebook. We hit number 37 in Hot New Release, Self-Help and Counseling. We hit number 18 in Hot New Release, Self-Help, and number 17 in Hot New Release in Business and Investing. So those are some really great categories, and that tells me that we're on the path to really showcasing and sharing what entrepreneurship is. We also hit international bestseller in Canada in 7 categories, which are bestseller in Kindle Store. We hit bestseller in Women in Business Books. We hit bestseller in Success Self-Help Book. We hit bestseller in Memoir, because if you do read some of the chapters in the book, they're written as a personal memoir. So I thought that was pretty cool. We also hit number 16 in Hot New Releases in Women in Business. And we hit number 63 in Hot New Releases in Success Self-Help. And number 80 in Hot New Releases in Memoirs. So I would say, all in all, we did an amazing job of really expanding the reach of the book. And so congratulations, ladies. Job well done.
Thank you.
Some of those are very unexpected categories, but I can totally see why. So how do you ladies feel? Are you excited? What are you feeling?
Very excited.
Yes, wonderful. Exciting that hopefully we can help other women to discover some things too.
I think that the more that we talk about this book, the more that you ladies are sharing your testimony of what it is to be in the entrepreneurial space, and not, we never want to tell anyone, oh my gosh, it's so stressful, it's so this. It's really a beautiful blessing to be an entrepreneur. It's more understanding and harmonizing the journey, and not just focusing on the starting of it and not just focusing on the end of it, meaning like, you have these goals as being an entrepreneur, but you're actually focusing in the middle of it too, like the journey, like really appreciating every single step of the journey, even when we trip over some of the steps. I think that entrepreneurship is a very valuable gift. I really do. That's the best way that I could say it. So we are joined by another author. Her name is Kayla. Do you want to share a little bit about why you wrote in the book and share a little bit about you?
Hi. Yeah, so I just wanted to take part in the book because I have been on a path to just this entrepreneur path for a long time now, and I just want to share some of the things that I've learned along the way. And I really like that my chapter is like it's really engaging. You get to listen to some songs that I put in there and write some things down, and it talks about limiting beliefs and turning them into empowering beliefs. So yeah, I just wanted to get some of the information that I've learned over the years into a nice little package. And it's really cool to be alongside all these other like really inspiring, amazing women. So it's pretty cool.
Well, thank you for sharing. Do you want to tell the viewers what you do in your entrepreneurial journey?
So I'm currently writing full time. So I am part of several anthologies, and I've also got some solo projects on the go. My main project right now is a romantasy series that I'm working on.
So full-time author. I love
Yes.
it. I love it. Well, ladies, if there's one thing that you could share through the process of not only being an entrepreneur, but writing in this book, hearing the great success that we're all celebrating today, what would it be? And I'm going to go to you, Andrea, first. What would you say? I think you're muted.
Yes. I would say that if you have a burning desire to do something, don't just put it on the shelf. We are so good about putting things on the shelf simply because, like I said in the beginning, you don't have the money to do it, right? I grew up in an entrepreneurial world. And so my mother, my stepdad, but I didn't have the money initially. But the thing is, I had the faith, I had the know how to open a business. I didn't really have all the details of how to be a great entrepreneur. But I learned all those things along the way. The burning desire that I had, I asked God to just give me wisdom. Where do I go? And guess what? He opened the door every single time. So I'm going to say to you that if you want to open a business and that is a burning desire for you, ask God for wisdom and He is going to show you exactly what to do. And He's going to put the people in your path to help you along the way. So I want to encourage you with that.
Thank you. Thank you. What about you, Ardina?
The first thing that came to mind when you asked us that question is just keep going. keep going, whatever that may mean for you. And I'm a firm believer in that. We take risk in life every day, right? There's risk around us for everything that we do. And so why not risk, betting on yourself that you can be successful, and kind of like along the lines of what Andrea mentioned, having faith in yourself, having faith in a higher power to guide you. So take risk on yourself, invest in yourself, as someone else said earlier here. And there's no better way of doing that than entrepreneurship. And so that's keep going, even when it gets hard. So that's the message for today.
Thank you. What about you, Susan?
I kind of echo a little bit of what the lady said about having faith in yourself, faith in what you're able to do with the right support. You already have what you need inside you. You just have to believe in yourself and keep working hard. Show up every day, give your best, no matter what that looks like. Today might look different than tomorrow, which will look different than next week. But as long as you keep that belief and keep moving forward and keeping track of the wins, because there's going to be some not wins. There's difficulties and tough things that come along, but that the result and the outcome is totally worth the effort.
Very true. Thank you. I think that it's what you said too, Susan. We already have it within us. It's that burning desire that you were talking about, Andrea, and knowing that the desire, the goal for you to be an entrepreneur. And I shared this yesterday in a very intensive 4-hour training, that the blueprint and everything that you need and have is within you. All you have to do is really embrace it and step into it. Even if you are afraid, you can become an entrepreneur. You can become a successful one. You can also become an entrepreneur who gives back and pays it forward. So I'm going to go next to Erica. What do you want to say?
Well, first, I just want to say, first off, I am so grateful to God because He's the one who knocked on my heart to allow me to write. And I've been writing since I was a kid, but didn't have it in me to jump into writing as an author. And He laid it on my heart, and I was like, the thing that I thought from each one of the ladies that they shared is, you do have to, with faith, take an action. So the word of God says faith without action is dead. So we have to take faith, we have to take an action step. And so there's a working in that. And once we move forward, it's like God starts bringing all the pieces and all the people in that you're supposed to be in the mix with. And so, I would just say, if you are thinking about doing anything like this, take the risk, tune in, let God show you what to do. And there are lots of people who can help you discover that along the way. And so I just think it's amazing what God can do through so many individuals. And the great thing is every single one of you have a different story that's going to touch a different heart.
Definitely. There are 24 different paths spoken about in this book, and no one person is identical. Their path is different, which I think is why this book is so powerful too, is that there's 24 contributing authors with different entrepreneurial paths. So, Maureen, if there's something that you could share, what would it be?
I feel, well, this is my third anthology co-authoring, and I feel this book is the most important and the most life-changing for most people, period. And I listen to all the other celebrations on Facebook because I want to support other women. But this one spoke to me because we don't have a guide or a manual for women in business. And we are it. We are chosen. We're the chosen ones. And what I would like to emphasize in telling the world is everybody has the power to change their circumstances. With determination and mindset, you can achieve all your dreams. Real estate is mine, but beyond, it doesn't matter. And that's why I love the connection and the communication that we have in this group, because we are business women. We are entrepreneurs, and we know the power of words, and we are sharing our wisdom with the rest of the world. And I feel that in general, what we're saying is believe in yourself, which we've all said it in this room today in one way or another, and just continue to learn and adapt to whatever your field is that you are interested in, and never stop learning. Never stop learning and stay open. Just be open to new experiences like this, which is kind of a win-win situation when you look at it, because we're healing and we're expressing ourselves. And to all the people that say, you talk too much, okay, these are our anthologies. And so now they can read them whenever they want.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. Kayla.
So one thing that comes to mind for me is getting comfortable with being uncomfortable and just stepping outside of your comfort zone. As for me, I felt stuck for a long time, and I was just stuck in the 9 to 5 because I wasn't putting myself out there, because I didn't want to be seen really. And it took me losing my job to finally be like, okay, that's it. Like, I'm doing this now. So, and it is uncomfortable. You have to do things. You don't have anybody telling you what to do, and you have to figure it out. And so, yeah. But once you do it, like, the more you do it, the easier it gets. But there's always going to be something that you don't know how to do, and you got to learn how to do it. You got to seek advice. You got to network. There's all kinds of things you need to do. And it's not going to be comfortable, but the reward is worth it for sure.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think when you make the decision to become an entrepreneur, I think that's you also, well, at least I hope it is, the decision to get loud about who you are, what you do, what solution you're offering as an entrepreneur, because that's really what it is. Each one of you has a business that provides a solution or an answer to a need of someone else. And that's the beauty of it, is that if you really are a heart-led entrepreneur, you will give your clients and those near you such an experience that they'll never forget. So I love the part about, getting uncomfortable, because as an entrepreneur, like I said, you got to get loud, being bold, but you also have to be resilient and come, knowing that there's going to be curveballs, banana peels, there's going to be rainbows, there's going to be sunshine, then all of a sudden there's going to be all these different things, but every aspect is a path that you're meant to be on. And so I want to leave this final word with everyone watching. Get the book. It's available everywhere. You can order it the fastest, two fast ways. You can Amazon Prime it, or you can get in your car and go get it. But getting the book and gifting the book to someone that you feel may need it, because the idea is to always pay it forward and help bless and guide others in this journey of entrepreneurship. And the other is that if you are in need of support, guidance, a listening ear, any of that, you have that within all of these women who participated in this book. And I think that's huge. I think once you are ready to dive in or dive deeper, you have a support system and everyone in this book and beyond. So congratulations, ladies, for becoming national and international bestsellers. Let's keep the momentum going, and let's continue to spread the education and celebrate it all. And thank you for coming in and sharing some time with me today.
Thank
Thank
you for
you.
having me.
Thank you, Hannah.
Bye.
Bye.
And
Thank
for
you,
those,
everyone.
bye. And for
Bye-bye.
those of you who want to write and share about your journey or create a book or a journal, we at She Rises Studios want nothing more than to be the platform for you to choose. So please reach out to me, or you can go to sherisesstudios.com and see all of the amazing things going on. And you can connect with these ladies too, and they can tell you about their experience. So my hope is that so many more women come forward and write and share and speak and be the voice that we all need, especially right now. So thank you, everyone. Have a great week.
Let's change the world.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.